Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. I've got some wild, game-changing rumors swirling around the league that could shake up not just the AFC East, but the entire NFL landscape. And if you're a Bills fan, you know we're always eyeing those moves that can propel us to another Super Bowl, especially with how tough and competitive the conference has become. So buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you might just be the biggest news you've heard all season. Let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that's been at the top of the mountain for the past few years, led by Patrick Mahomes and, of course, Travis Kelce, the ultimate mismatch king. But recent whispers, fueled by insiders and some credible sources, suggest that the Chiefs might be gearing up for a big rebuild. And the catalyst: Kelce's current contract situation and some strategic shifts in Kansas City's roster management. Imagine this. The Chiefs, currently sitting at 9-3 with a cap space of around $4 million, are signaling a sort of rebuild mode. And the rumors say they might be willing to part ways with Kelce sooner than you think. Now, I know what you're thinking, Kelce at 36, still producing elite numbers, right? Well, that's exactly what makes this rumor so intriguing. Kelce, in 2025, has been still one of the most productive tight ends in the league. He's averaging 95 PFF receiving grade with 62 receptions, 720 yards, and 7 touchdowns in just 12 games. He's been a nightmare matchup for defenses, exploding for 4.8 yards after catch per game and generating an EPA of plus 0.33 per target, even at this age. His route running is still sharp, with a 75% success rate on contested catches, and he's been a key piece in the Chiefs' offensive puzzle, which has been somewhat stagnating lately, especially with the injuries that Kelce himself has faced, including that shoulder injury that caused him to miss 2 games. Let's take a moment here. The Chiefs, under the new regime post-Reid, are apparently signaling a shift towards a more youth-focused rebuild. Their offensive line has struggled, allowing 2.8 sacks per game, and their run defense has been ranked 22nd, giving up 4.2 yards per carry. They're prioritizing cap space for other positions, like cornerback, overextending Kelce's deal beyond 2026. The idea is to free up cash, around $19 million, to focus on draft picks, especially since their red zone efficiency has dipped to 58%, and they're looking at ways to revamp their roster for the future. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The rumors suggest that the Chiefs might trade Kelce for a first-round pick in 2026, a move that would send shockwaves through the league. This isn't just about cap management. It's about signaling a rebuild and focusing on young talent, especially on defense and at receiver. And if the Chiefs do make this move, it would be a clear sign that they're willing to shake up their core and look ahead, even if it means parting ways with one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. Now, why would the Bills be paying close attention? Well, imagine the impact of adding a player like Kelce to our offense. We've seen how much a true mismatch tight end can do in this league, and Kelce, even at 36, remains a top-tier threat. He's a guy who can instantly elevate the Bills' red zone offense, providing another reliable option for Josh Allen. His route running and ability to create yards after catch are still elite, and he could help stabilize our offense, especially considering how our passing game has struggled at times this season. And don't forget, the Bills are already a team that relies heavily on mismatches and explosive plays. Adding Kelce would be like striking gold for our offense. He could work seamlessly with our existing weapons like Stephon Diggs and Dawson Knox, creating even more space and opportunities on the field. Plus, his experience and playoff pedigree could be invaluable for our team's postseason push. Imagine Kelce in the red zone, drawing double teams, freeing up others, and helping us convert those critical third downs. His presence would be a game changer, especially in tight situations. Now, I also want to point out that the Bills are no strangers to making bold moves. Remember how we acquired Von Miller last season? We're not afraid to pull the trigger when it counts. If these rumors turn out to be true, and the Chiefs are indeed open to trading Kelce, the Bills could be front and center, making a splash that would be talked about for years. It's all about upgrading our roster, staying competitive, and chasing that elusive Super Bowl ring. And Kels, with his unmatched ability to perform in clutch moments, could be the piece that puts us over the top. Of course, this is all speculative for now. The NFL is a league of surprises, and many factors could influence whether this deal actually happens. But it's worth keeping an eye on. The trade deadline is approaching, and the league's front offices are always looking for that extra edge. If the Chiefs do decide to part ways with Kels, the Bills should be ready to pounce. Think about it, a veteran tight end who's been a cornerstone of one of the league's most successful offenses, suddenly wearing the Bills' jersey. That kind of move could redefine our entire season and set us up for a deep playoff run. Now, I want you to really think about the potential impact. Kels isn't just any tight end. He's been a matchup nightmare for defenses, and his chemistry with Mahomes has been one of the most prolific in NFL history. But even at his age, he's still producing at an elite level. His 2025 stats prove he's still got plenty left in the tank. The question is whether the Chiefs are willing to cash in on that and build for the future, or if they'll hold on to him for one last shot at a championship. For us Bills fans, this rumor sparks a lot of hope and excitement. It's the kind of move that could shake up the AFC and make us even more dangerous come playoff time. We already have a talented roster, but adding a player of Kels's caliber would be like icing on the cake. It's about positioning ourselves for that ultimate goal, bringing home another Super Bowl ring to Buffalo. With how competitive the AFC is right now, every move counts, and this could be the one that defines our season. And let's not forget, the Bills are in a unique position. We've got a quarterback in Josh Allen who thrives on playmakers, and a coaching staff that's always looking for ways to innovate and attack defenses differently. Kels's ability to line up in the slot, create mismatches, and make clutch plays in big moments fits perfectly into our offensive philosophy. His presence would also send a message to the rest of the league that the Bills are serious contenders, willing to make bold moves to stay at the top. So to sum it all up, the NFL landscape might be on the brink of a huge shift. The Chiefs, looking to rebuild or at least retool, could be willing to part ways with Kels for the right price. And if that happens, the Bills should be at the front of the line, ready to add one of the league's best tight ends to our already potent offense. This move could be the key to unlocking our Super Bowl potential and cementing our place as a dominant team for years to come. Now, I want you all to keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned for official updates, and of course, keep the passion alive. The NFL never stops surprising us, and the Bills are always ready to seize the moment. We've got the talent, the drive, and the fan support to make it happen. So let's stay optimistic, keep believing, and get ready for what could be the most exciting offseason in Buffalo Bills history. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Kels could be the missing piece for us? Would you be excited to see him in a Bills uniform? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. Let's keep the energy high and the passion burning bright, because the Bills' journey to another Super Bowl is far from over, and who knows? Maybe this rumor becomes a reality, and we see Kels making history in Buffalo.